Hello YouTube. So this is just a quick video to take a look at the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I just acquired mine yesterday. Today is the 22nd of September 2019. So just a quick overview. The reason why I got it, not because I was trying to jump on the ship, get the first iPhone 11 Max Pro or Pro Max, but my iPhone 10s died on me. The screen just went blank, and I could still feel the phone was on and working, but the screen was blank, so it was totally unusable. Came on a few times, went off, and the following day, once the store was open, I took it back in, and I had a couple of options. Either I waited a few days and I would have had a new phone, or I could jump up and upgrade to the new iPhone. So what I did was I upgraded. A few things I want to show here. iPhone 10 Max, it came the usual sticker that you have in here, and then you had the wired AirPods, which are in there, and then you had this little bitty charger. Even though the phone was capable of high-speed charging, this is what came with the phone. Flagship Android phones from last year, from 2018, came with high-speed chargers. Most of them, most of the flagship Android phones. So that's what the case looks like for the 10. And then the 11, you can see the slight difference there. Just about the same size. Now we can go ahead, open up the 11. That's what the case looks like. It has that little dimple there for the cameras. You also have the stickers. And this time around, Apple did right. They got a high-speed 18-watt charger, which is supposed to bring your phone to about 50% charge in 30 minutes. So, other thing that they have in here is have the same AirPods like before, like last year. And then there was a cable here for the USB-C that connects to the charger. So that's what we have in the box. I already took out the phone. There's a separate video that should be going online. My internet is slow, so within the next couple of hours. So for the phone itself, let's see here. For the phone itself, it feels very much like a regular Apple iPhone. In my hand, I only noticed a little bit of a weight difference, but it feels very much like my iPhone from last year. Other thing I noticed is it's very bright. This is the sun. I'm pointing this directly into the sun. My older iPhone, I could use it in direct sunlight, but it was much harder. With this one, it doesn't show well on the screen, but the colors are really gorgeous. And I can see much more better with this one, even when there's bright sunlight. On the back, this is the Pro Max, so it has like a matte finish to it. All the Pro models are like that, whereas the iPhone 11, it's just gonna be plain glass. Then the frame, which you see right here, for the Pro models, there's gonna be stainless steel. And then for the regular iPhone 11 is gonna be aluminum. So these are the three cameras that make the difference between the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro. They are very gorgeous. I've had an opportunity to take them around yesterday, not today, and they performed very well, performed to my expectations, and I was very happy with the results. So sorry about the focus. So that's what they look like. And then also you got to remember the iPhone 11, it has what they call an OLED display. compared to the regular iPhone 11. The Pros have an OLED display, whereas the iPhone 11 just has an LED display. Where this phone will really shine is with the contrast ratio. It has a 2,000,000:1 compared to, I think it's 16,400:1 on the LED displays, on the LED displays. I don't know if it's just me, but when I look at the notch you have at the top there, for the iPhone 11 it seems to be just a little bit bigger. You know, it comes down a little bit more. The cameras in the back, all three cameras, they're 12 megapixels each, with different degrees of apertures. The apertures go from anywhere from 1.8. There's one with a 2.2 and I believe a 2.0. Whereas for the front facing camera you have an aperture of 2.4, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Could be the other way around. With the AirPods it works seamlessly. Let's see if we can get this on. So once I open up the AirPods, it popped on there on the screen. Oops. Let's see if we can get this to work. There. But you still have to do the initial pairing with your phone. Now you're wondering, since this phone is almost the same size as an iPhone 10, there's slight differences. To begin with, it's a bit thicker than the iPhone 10. And if you try to use an iPhone 10 case, it fits in there, but the buttons are a little bit off. If you look carefully, you see the button is a bit lower than where you have the cutout for the button. And on this side, it's the same thing. If you look carefully there, I don't know if I can get that in focus. There for the volume on and off, and then up and down. Everything just sits a little bit lower, but you can make it work initially while you wait for a dedicated case. Of course, you have just 2 cameras accessible. The third one is completely blocked. So I'll take off this case and set it aside. Yeah, an iPhone 10 case should work if you have an iPhone 11, I believe, just a regular 11. But if you have any of the Pros, you will need to get a new case to accommodate the cameras and the controls, which sit just a little bit lower. One big thing that's missing on this phone is 5G. I don't think I've seen anywhere where they mention 5G. So if you are getting this and expect to live in an area where there's 5G, you won't have access to it. The processor is new. They call it the A13 Bionic processor. So it's supposed to be the fastest processor on any iPhone. And so far it hasn't disappointed. I'm very happy with the performance of my phone. Face ID is slightly faster. I think I did notice that. It's slightly faster, but it still works from the same angles as before. What else do I have? For water resistance, we already talked about that, I believe. IP68, 4 meters for the Pro models, 30 minutes. For the straight iPhone 11, it's gonna be 2 meters and 30 minutes resistance that you can have the phone underwater. Other features is the camera. So let's go to the camera and take a look. So the camera, like I said before, it has many new features. Don't know if that's visible. That's clear. Okay. So there is studio lighting if you're doing a portrait. And look right here at the top. There's something like an arrow. I'm gonna touch it. And you see additional functions. Oops, a bee. Yellow jacket. Some additional functions come to view. The first thing you notice is the f-stop, which you can change here from 1.4 all the way to F16. And then oops, let's go there. You can also change from original, vivid, vivid, warm. Sorry about the train. So those are all the different choices you have. Don't know if that's visible enough, if it's clear enough. Let me move here to the shade so you can see a little bit better. I was in direct sunlight there, sorry about that. So try to get everything back into focus. There we go. So there we have noir, silver tone, mono, dramatic cool, dramatic warm, dramatic, vivid cool, vivid warm, vivid, and original. We can close that. Go back to photo. And when you're watching here where it says photo, you can see I have my different options. I have 0.5 and 2 times zoom. So the standard, when you open up your camera, the first lens that's in use, they call that the wide. Then you have the 0.5, which is the ultra wide, and then you have the 2, which is the zoom. So you do that, you can see, you can zoom in, and then you have the standard. For video, I have it set at 4K 24 frames per second, but you can do 4K 30 frames and 4K 60 frames. The video that comes out of this iPhone Pro Max 11 is just gorgeous. I believe Apple on that one when they say it takes the best video out of a cell phone. You have slow motion, time lapse, and of course you have the front facing camera that can do what they call the slow motion, slow feel or whatever. So there you have the front facing camera, and you can go ahead and do slow motion if you want to. It's available right there. Video, photo, and we can turn it around. All right, so those are just some of the functions for the camera, and I really like the fact that you can do the wide shots. That way you can capture more. Look at the sky. It just looks dramatic. So I really love that feature, and that would have been the standard view, and you can zoom in and digital zoom 10 times. Three times. I believe up to 5 is it's optical, and then after 5 it's all digital. So there you go. All right, I think that's enough for a day. And so far I'm enjoying the new iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I think I like the upgrades. I like the extra battery life, which is going to be 5 hours longer than this comparable flagship from last year. I like the new processor. I like the 3 cameras, because they give me all the options I need without me having to walk either closer or away from my subject. Gives me more time to compose my shot. I also like that they have the fast charger now, no longer the slow charger. Within 30 minutes you can have up to 50% of your battery charged. So those are just some of the features that I really enjoy on this new phone. What I would have loved to see would have been to have integrated 5G capability, because that's going to be the future. That way it would have been future proof for at least a year or two. But obviously next year when everybody starts rolling out the 5G, I believe it will be incorporated into the next version of the iPhone. But so far I'm enjoying what I have. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe. Any questions, don't hesitate to put them in the comment section below. Thanks.